For today's Slanted Lens lesson, we're going to teach you how to do time-lapse. But not time-lapse in the traditional method and outside using natural light. We're going to show you how to do it in a studio using strobes as an artificial light source to create your time-lapse photography. So in order to do that, we've set up a little setting here. It's going to be candles burning down, so we'll see them burn down quickly. But we've got a little twist in that we don't want to just see the candles burn. We don't have a slider for our camera, but what we've done is we've set our light up on the shuttlepod, the Kessler shuttlepod in the background, and our light is going to track across in the background to give us kind of a blue with shadows, casting those shadows off from our candelabras, showing us that there's a moon outside the window and is creating some blue light inside the scene. For our first light, we have a Hensel 500 watt monoblock overhead. We put a grid in it in order to really pull the light, because I just want the light to be around the candles right here to make it look as if the candle light, the lit flame, is creating this light on set. If it's off a little bit, right or left, this shadow on the floor is going to look off. It's not going to feel right. So I want it to be directly overhead. It lights the candles, it throws the shadow straight down. It looks like the flame from the candles is creating this little pool of light. So here's our first light. For our second light, we have a Hensel 1000 watt monoblock. That has a grid on it as well, because all I really want to do is open up the face of the clock, because we want to see the clock as it spins through the 2 hours. So we need a little bit of light on the clock. So that Hensel 1000 watt just really is dialed way down, give us a little bit of light on the clock. For our third and final light, we have a Hensel 500 watt monoblock. It's set up on our Kessler shuttlepod. It's meant to travel across the scene as if it's a moon as it travels through the sky at night. It gives us a little bit of blue light. You'll see the shadows move in the foreground. We thought it was just something to add a little interest. But again, it's a strobe light on our shuttlepod. Our controller here, we've dialed it not all the way down because we needed to travel from our 2 points in 2 hours. So we're giving it about between 1 and 2, and that will give us a nice time frame for it to travel between those 2 points. So there's our 3 lights. You can see our final image. We see the 3 lights in play, and now we're going to go ahead and start our time lapse. We're setting this to take a picture every 5 seconds, which will give us a nice time lapse as the candles burn down. One of the biggest problems we've had is that the candles burn too slow. So we're whittling the backside of each of the candles off so they'll burn a lot quicker. When you shoot time-lapse with a DSLR camera, one of the biggest problems is the aperture has to open and close on every exposure. When it does that, sometimes the aperture doesn't quite hit the exact same spot. You'll get a little light flutter. The light changes just a little bit. In order to solve that, there's a very simple thing we need to do. We take our exposure here, we see we have a good exposure, so we want to make sure that we're getting the right exposure. We go in, we push the depth of field preview button. While I'm holding the depth of field preview button down, I'm going to press the button that disengages the lens, and I turn the lens just a little bit. You don't have to turn it very far. I take another exposure. I have my exact same exposure, so I verified that everything is correct. But now the aperture is locked in place. The one thing you got to be very cautious of, though, is when you're done, make sure you lock the lens back in place, because as you're walking around, it's going to jar loose and it'll fall off. You might have noticed we're using a Tamron 18 to 270 millimeter zoom. I've been very impressed with this lens and some of the things it can do. So I look forward to seeing what we're going to get from today's shoot. Kind of put that up and take a good look at it. to the camera.